Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a what I eat, well, let's say what I eat in a day, but it's what I eat in like 2 days. This kind of just ended up like going into a second day. That wasn't really my plan originally, but I filmed one day and then I just kept going for a second day. So I don't even know what I'm gonna call this, like what I eat in a couple days, but kind of specifically pregnancy related. I haven't filmed one of these what I eat in a day videos since being pregnant, so I figured I would kind of include that. It's not really anything like super pregnancy specific. However, I did film a pregnancy morning routine, which goes a little bit more into like my supplements and what I do kind of more specifically for pregnancy. This isn't necessarily geared toward pregnancy so much as this just so happens to be what I'm eating while I'm pregnant. So I thought it was time for me to film one of these videos. I feel like I used to film these kind of frequently, and I think it's been a little while since I posted one of these, and I don't even know if these are still a thing, but honestly I really like watching them and I like filming them. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this what I eat in a couple days of pregnant. So of course I am starting off with coffee per usual, and then we actually ended up having a bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts left over, so I had one of those, warmed it up, of course you have to, and then also a Chobani flip. I am so obsessed with these. This is the peanut butter cup one, but they have so many varieties of these and I love every single one. They like taste like a dessert, but they're obviously, you know, for the most part good for you, full of protein, and so delicious. I'm obsessed with these. And then my husband actually recently taught me how to eat a kiwi in a different way. You just kind of like scoop it out of the skin. I know you can eat the skin too, but this is a new way of eating kiwi for me, and it's so much easier. So I will have this recipe linked down below, but I'm making a, like, it's actually called like a holiday fruit salad. It's like a marshmallow fruit salad, but basically it's like a custard, which is what I'm making here. It's like the beginning of the custard, and then there's like Cool Whip and a bunch of fruit. And it was my first time making this, but I've had it before. I've just never made it, and it was so good. So I will have the recipe linked down below. I'm obviously just following the steps here. I'm mixing some of the pineapple juice with some cornstarch to help like thicken the custard. So I'm like making the custard right now. That's one of the first steps. And then I'll show you as I like kind of cook the custard. It's a little temperamental. You have to like not cook it too much because it's eggs, so it could like scramble, and you don't really want like scrambled eggs in your like fruit salad. But so it's a little bit, you have to be kind of patient with it and like pay close attention. But once I made that, I just put that in the fridge. It has to cool and kind of set. And in the meantime, I took the drained pineapple and a bunch of the Cool Whip. This is like a low sugar, like low calorie, low fat Cool Whip, which I, you know, generally recommend, especially because this is kind of a lot of sugar in here. Mostly fruit sugar and natural sugar, but still. So I mix that all together, and then this is how the custard looks after it kind of cools off. It's a little bit more gelatinous, and this is a super important step because it adds so much flavor, just the right amount of sweetness, and a good texture too. I could have ate that custard by itself, honestly. And then I added a bunch of grapes. The pineapple's already in there. The main fruits are just grapes, pineapple, and a banana. The banana I add like at the very end just so it doesn't get super brown. And then a bunch of little mini marshmallows, which I didn't add as much as the recipe says. I definitely cut back a little bit. So for lunch, I'm just having some leftovers, and I'll link the recipe for everything that I talk about in this video, but these are Thai peanut tahini noodles. So you kind of make like a tahini peanut butter sauce, and then there's noodles. You can add, you know, veggies, scallions, stuff like that. We ended up putting in ground turkey in this one to just kind of like add a little extra protein. I think the recipe uses like a tofu type variation, but it is so good. And here's the fruit fluff salad. I think it's funny calling it a salad because it's not, but I put the bananas in, and then obviously has the grapes and the marshmallows, and it is so good. And honestly, since sitting in the fridge, I mean, you're supposed to leave it for many hours or overnight. It's probably been a couple hours, but it definitely got like fluffier and it kind of all like melded together. I think the marshmallows are kind of like soaking everything up, and it's so good. It's not like overly sweet. It's obviously not healthy by any means, but it feels like a better dessert obviously than having like ice cream or something, because it's, you know, just mostly fruit, and then of course, you know, a little bit of Cool Whip, but that was low calorie and like low sugar Cool Whip too. So anyway, I really like this. I know it looks weird and gross, but I'll link this recipe too. I'm in the middle of editing right now, but I need a little something sweet. So we got a bunch of cookies from Insomnia Cookies the other day, and I have this peanut butter chip one left, and I'm so excited. So definitely gonna munch on that. All right, this wasn't originally part of the plans, but we're out running errands, so Shake Shack for dinner it is. Okay, this aesthetic is everything. We got regular cheese fries, or regular cheese fries with bacon. We got a fried chicken sandwich. We got a cheeseburger. And we got a chocolate pudding milkshake. Like there's actual chocolate pudding. I'm so here for all of this. We're gonna just pretty much share everything. I'm so excited. Let's try that. This cheese sauce, y'all know I'm a connoisseur of cheese fries. This cheese sauce is insane. Like way better. I thought I've had these before and back in New Jersey, but I don't think I have. All right, well that meal was pretty much crushed. Wow, he can't stop drinking this milkshake. All right, for breakfast today, I have 2 pieces of turkey bacon, 1 egg scrambled, a piece of the Sara Lee Artisano brioche bread. Oh my gosh, this toast is so good. Of course, some coffee. I'm gonna probably have like half an apple and give Ken the other half. I have my gigantic Rail Change. This is a 32-ounce water bottle, so I'm chugging that. And per usual, I don't think I showed this yesterday, but I always take my prenatal, all my different vitamins. I just take prenatal fish oil and vitamin D. I need to fill this back up pretty soon. This is breakfast for today. All right, today for lunch, we're doing kind of a soup and salad vibe. So this is like one of my favorite salads of all time, but especially in the summer. It's spinach with strawberries and goat cheese. And then I always put this poppy seed dressing. The Skinny Girl one is so good. It literally has like almost no calories in it. And it's so good. So I'll have that, and then on the stove right now I'm heating up this chicken and wild rice soup, which looks so good even though it's so hot out. I'm always in the mood for soup. And as a little dessert, I will definitely be having some more of this from yesterday because I'm like obsessed with it. It is so good. I know it looks like super gross, but it tastes so good. It's even better like the next day because it's all just been sitting like marinating. I'm obsessed. So now I'm getting started on dinner, some Brussels sprouts, actually like really delicious Brussels sprouts, and then my homemade sloppy joes, which my husband is obsessed with, and this is honestly like the best sloppy joe sauce recipe. Definitely don't buy your sloppy joe sauce in a can because I'm telling you, it's so easy to make. It's literally just tomato sauce, some regular tomato ketchup, some Worcestershire sauce, some mustard, and a little bit of brown sugar. These are all the ingredients here that I use. It's everything that you usually have on hand already, like in the pantry or the fridge, and it tastes so much better than like your average, and some seasonings, and it tastes so much better than any kind of canned sloppy joe sauce, I am telling you. And then with the Brussels sprouts, I just put them into a ice bath after they were finished boiling, just to kind of like shock them and keep the color but stop them from cooking. And then I'm like smashing them, and I'm gonna cover them in cheese and put them in the oven, and it is so good. It's a really good way to get your veggies in, get your kids to eat veggies. They get like kind of crispy when you smash them nice and thin like this in the oven. They kind of crisp up. I put a bunch of thyme and garlic salt on them, and then you'll see me dump a bunch of cheese on them. You can obviously do as little or as much cheese as you want, but this is just a good way to kind of spice up like a boring vegetable. Like I like Brussels sprouts, but I feel like they don't have a lot to offer in terms of flavor a lot of the time. So smashing them up and kind of crisping them up and then melting some cheese on top of them makes them super delicious, a little more flavor than like your normal veggie side. And this is how they come out. Tell me that doesn't look so freaking good. And then I just made a sloppy joe, like I said, on the side, just with a ciabatta roll, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of mayo, and that was dinner. So good. Alrighty guys, so that is everything for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that this gave you some meal ideas or was just entertaining. I will leave a link down in the description box for all of the different recipes that I've referenced or mentioned in this video for y'all to check out. This is like one of the few weeks that we didn't do Home Chef. We just kind of like cooked random recipes, and sometimes it's nice to take a little break from the like meal subscription service and just kind of like try out recipes that I've been like missing or wanting to try or craving and stuff like that. So it was really fun to kind of like make some new stuff and try some new recipes, and I hope that you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe, we'd love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys.